Hello, it is me, Quixie. Pause or see challenges. I didn't know they existed until SamDoesArt made a video about them. I was in the middle of an art blog when I saw it, and let me tell you, if you're suffering from this horrible illness, just by doing the initial part, just pausing and see what you gets your creative juices flowing. It's incredible. So do try it if you're stuck. Also, this looks like a really fun activity to do with your art friends. Anyways, let's see how I did. By the way, I only drew women because I'm not confident on drawing men yet, so don't get your hopes up. This first one is brought to you by R3X Rex Doctor on YouTube. We're starting with the skin color. Gray. Pink gray? Interesting. I don't think I've ever used this color before. Eyes. Okay, eye. Acceso. Okay, this character is abused. Species. Demon. Maybe she's a weak demon. Clothes. Oh, that's really cute. It's kinda Naruto-esque. Hair. That's Hinata's hair. Or a short ponytail. Body. Huh? Are you serious? Another injury? Oh, this fits perfectly with the missing eye. Hair color. Okay, I'll try to make it work. And finally, the color palette. Wait, that's her skin color. I'll have to be careful not to make her look like she's naked. I was missing the single eye color. Okay, pretty similar color to the rest. I was expecting unhinged colors. Not just different shades of one, but well, that's difficult on its own. Not gonna lie, these prompts are giving me cringy OCs, be like. To the drawing board. As always, let's start with a rough sketch. And because she got bullied, I thought a more protective pose, aka a ball, will show her character better. Always try to give your characters a pose that will kinda tell their personalities. It's far better than just having them standing there while hiding their hands on their backs because you don't want to draw hands. I see you, you coward! Make everything bigger and start with the line art. Because I'm still learning, when I draw hair, I make a big shape first and then I break it down with shadows. Eventually, I do want to be able to draw hair more detailed. To use accurate colors, I had to lighten them up a little bit because when you pause, the screen gets darker. Okay, let's tackle the skin first. I put down the base color and then I add shadows with hard edges, and after that I soften them with a soft mixing brush that I'm still learning to use. I did not use reference for her feet if you couldn't tell. For the eyes I paint the white part first and then the iris, but I forgot to press record, so he'll be disappointed. I just put the base color first and then add shadows and lights. Luckily, I realized that I wasn't recording before adding the eye shines. Remember to add them over the liner. Here, again, I put down the base color and then add another layer as a clipping mask to make my life easier. I start with the shadows, and here is where I break down the big shapes of the hair. How do you know where to put them? I don't know, I just put them where they look right. Then to give them a little more dimension, I added a darker color to the ends and added shadows to the shadows. And then it was time to make this shiny. With things like horns, you have to be careful how you paint them, because like this, they both look like they're pointing forward, right? But here, I didn't do the ridges right. Is that what you call them? So now it looks like one is turning to the side. To fix it, you just have to make the curves curvier. Then I colored the tail and wings. I have to say, I like how both of these turned out. To draw the wings, I use a bat as a reference because they are mammals and probably we will have wings like that. I couldn't find that pose, so I had to see how the wings were built and how the skin worked and then try to apply it here. In my humble and unbiased opinion, they look fantastic. Because her color palette is basically different shades of her skin, I had to be careful not to make her look half naked. I filled everything and once again began to add shadows. I used the soft blender brush because I realized it gives me both hard and soft edges. I finished by going over the liner on the face to give them a little bit more emphasis. And there she is, our abused demon OC. Next challenge. This one was made by G3T3E. How do you read this? GT? GT? Also on YouTube. This time we start with the body. That's like their signal! Highly recommended, by the way. Beautiful art, great story. I love this manga. Hair. Oh, really long hair. I love it. Okay, creepy eyes. Accessories. That looks fun. Prop.
Let me see what you have.
Clothes. Well, that's revealing. Her boobas are going to be all exposed. Oh, with that mesh, you'll see the heart. Oh, see, Trey? I wasn't expecting that. Lovely. Wait, there's a gap between her appearance and her personality. I love that. Color palette. Oh, no more one color. Thank you. Remember how I called you a coward and said that you shouldn't hide hands behind your characters? Well, we're doing exactly that. But it's because that's the only post that occurs to me that said lovely. That's the only reason. It's not like I felt lazy and didn't want to draw hands elsewhere. I gave her a tube top so I wouldn't get demonetized. In the future, leave me alone. I have to admit, I did consider giving her heart pasties. Then I drew the hearts and the line art. Boom, done. Same thing again, begin with the base colors and add shadows. Because she's blue, I imagine she had blue blood and that her hearts behave like blush. So the more embarrassed or excited she is, the more you can see the hearts. This hair gave me a little bit of fight because it was so long and so straight. The shadows around the head look really good, but the rest was difficult. In the end, I kinda gave up and went to make it shiny, but it was also difficult because I really didn't know how many or where to put them. In the end, I just painted 2. By miracle, it ended up looking good. Time for clothes. I don't have much to say about them other than I'm obsessed with this song. I'm listening to it right now. You know that? Again! Well, that's been me for the past 3 days. Like, I have it on loop. Also, please give this poor man a fix-it pic. Anyways, here you can clearly see that I used a reference for one shoe and not the other. It's giving SpongeBob diver's shoe. Next came the accessories. The knife. And I just realized I didn't color the glasses. My bad. Here she is. She may have demonized, but she is a lovely soul. The knife, don't worry, it's just her comfort item. And last but not least, brought to you by LucyKid202, finally something I can pronounce, on YouTube. That's so pretty! Reminds me of Sesame. That's a cute bob. Hair color? Excuse me? Neon green? Okay, let's stay calm for now. Oh, when I was little, every drawing I made had this expression. Every single one. Clothes. Okay, let's panic now. This one is the final boss and it generally wasn't planned. It's cute, but with the green hair. Oh. A nose band-aid. You know what? The onesie jumper? It's making me think of roller derby. What if she fell down practicing and that's why she has the band-aid on her nose? And because these are really vibrant colors, I imagine she has to be really secure on herself. We're cooking, Jesse! Let's give her a confident pose. This time I tried giving her a little bit more detailed hair from the line art. I don't know if this also happens to you, but when I focus on getting a body part right, I always make them ginormous. But I do notice, which is good. As you can see, I learned and I'm actually using reference for both feet now. To make the rollers more fun, I gave them wings. I take back again my statement. I used a reference on one foot again. That one still be looking scuba diver like. I gave her some accessories, and with the line art done, let's see how we can survive this. Again, I start with the skin and shadows. Then the markings. I didn't expect them to be so difficult to align. And the hair. After filling it up with the beige color, I began with the shading and adding lights. I didn't expect this to look good. Now that I'm seeing this after some time, her eyes kinda look like they're a little bit too close. Anyways, the clothes. Let us pray that this will look good at the end. This looks rough. To add the sparkles, I used a brush called Splatter and then went to town with it. Then it was time for shadows. Now it's looking better. To kinda balance these sparkles, I added them to the wings on the shoes. And here she is in all her glory. She looks interesting. Better than I expected though, I have to say. This was a very fun challenge. I drew things I've never done before. I use colors I don't really use, and that on itself was really fun. And now I know how to draw bat wings. I'm definitely doing this again. Maybe with boys, when I learn to draw them, of course. But yeah, I highly recommend this if you're experiencing art block or if you just want to see what you can do. It's fun either way. Well, have a nice month. See you soon. Bye!